It's your girl, it's your girl, keeping you up with the world. Always with a smile, walking in a royal style, having convo with some interesting folks. So come hang out with your favorite host. Rockin' with Robin, rockin' with Robin, rockin' with Robin, rockin' with Robin.
Welcome to Rockin' with Robin, and I'm Robin. I have a special guest this evening. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back.
Rockin' with Robin, rockin' with Robin, rockin' with Robin.
This portion of Rockin' with Robin is sponsored by PLX, Premium Life Experience. Don't just live life, experience it. Welcome back. This is Rockin' with Robin, and I'm Robin, and I'm here this evening with one of my special guests. You guys gonna enjoy this one, David Price.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Ooh, first thing I'm gonna say, David, you looking dapper.
You know,
Hands
I
down.
a little something. I clean up well, you know.
Oh my
Handle a little
goodness.
business.
I'm just like lost for words when you walk in the job like this. Is that David? Is that David Price?
Who that is over there? I wonder if he married. What's going on?
We're gonna get to all of that, David. So how do you feel?
There are good days.
Yes.
There are not some good days. I don't
Yes.
believe in having a bad day.
Yes.
It's just not so good.
Yes,
I'm a survivor. I'm gonna keep pushing forward and keep grinding it out, making it do what it do.
make it do what it do.
That's it. That's
Wow.
it.
So before we get into your profession, photography, let's talk about you. Like, what have you been doing for the past couple of days? I see you in Miami.
Actually, I last weekend I decided I needed a road trip.
Okay.
And being that I'm retired military,
Mm.
my time is my time, and I can go when I want to. I'm an empty nester. All of my kids are grown and gone, so
Ooh.
it's me and my dog at the house, and we'll jump in the car and go.
So what did you do out in Miami?
I had a sunrise celebration for my wife.
Okay.
She passed away last year,
Mm.
and the beach was her happy place.
Right.
So any chance I get, I'll run to the beach and just sit there. And I sat there and watched the sunrise.
Mm.
Thought about my baby and
Mhm.
listen to the waves and listen to her spirit speak to me, and try to regather my thoughts and get myself back together.
And that's been basically more of a therapy for you.
Oh yeah, that and my therapist. Get a therapist. I'm saying, get you a therapist. You need one. You may not know it, but you need one.
So you took her ashes to see what, a couple of weeks ago?
Yes,
How was that?
I was hired to go on a family cruise,
Mm-hmm.
and they wanted me to be their photographer. They have photographers on the cruises,
Right.
And it was one of the things that I promised my wife. I said, "Baby, when you get better,
Right.
look, Daddy gonna book this cruise for you. Come on, fight with me, fight with me,
Okay.
fight with me."
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I
Okay.
got to go on that cruise, and her father was from the DR,
Mm.
so that's where the cruise was going. So when the clients contacted me, I'm like, "Oh yeah,
Look
I'm
at-
taking this job."
Wow, look at God.
So
Look
it
at
was right
God.
on time to be right where she wanted to be.
So was it a relief for you to feel that, okay, now she's happy, now she's at peace? I mean,
That is my primary focus.
Mhm.
My wife had colorectal cancer.
right.
That's what the blues about. That's the color of colorectal cancer, in case you didn't know. But now you do.
Uh-huh.
But and fighting that, it was hard.
Right.
We beat it once. She
Right.
rang the bell and everything.
Right.
And cancer's like,
Dave.
"Ooh, I'm here."
So can you tell us more about her condition? Like, what happened? when
It was
she
a
passed
surprise.
away?
It was a surprise. She was like, "Hey, baby, I ain't been in the bathroom in a day or two, or that's
Wow.
been 3 days."
Yes.
She's like, "I ain't got to work tomorrow. I got something for that. Drinking some
Uh-huh.
hot tea
Yes.
with a little laxative in it. Come the morning, I'll be good." I'm like, "Okay, baby. I got some friends in town. We're going to hang out with the boys.
Uh-huh.
I'll see you, when I get back."
Right. Right.
I'm hanging out with the boys, good and toe up, and had a cigar bar with the fellas, and I get home, kiss on her forehead, and I call him big,
Mhm.
passed out.
Mm.
She wakes up in the middle of the night in severe pain.
Mm.
Get her to the hospital, and they had to rush her into emergency surgery. She had a complete blockage of her colon. She was that close to death that day. So they did the emergency surgery, and then they sent it off for a biopsy, and it came back, cancerous, and we started the chemo.
Right.
So it was a surprise.
Now you get a lot of that more in male, but it's women are going through it now too.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow.
Gender doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Get checked.
They don't have no face.
Get checked.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what you tell
Don't be
me.
scared of a colonoscopy. Get checked.
Right.
Get checked and get a therapist. That's
Right.
those are my two things I'm telling everybody I can.
Okay. Okay. So when you say therapist, like what part of this does a therapist play?
Oh, because just living life in this traumatic world, sometimes you gotta get some stuff off your chest
Yes.
instead of bringing it home.
Right.
That's what we talk to them folks.
Right.
Please, because you bring it home, they may not, your loved ones may not know how to help you.
Right.
So
Right.
these therapists are trained how to help you.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
go get some help.
So what can you do to prevent this? Like, I mean, I know you say
Prevent
we
what?
all, I mean,
Cancer,
prevent
colorectal
I
cancer.
mean, like more checkups or.
It's your diet. With her, it came out of nowhere. She was like, "What do you mean? What? There's no family history. There's no."
Wow.
It just popped up on her, and it came. We've done a lot of testing. We were both in the military, and some of the locations that she's been, because this isn't her first battle with cancer. But talking about it like she's still here.
Oh, she is here. She is here. She
She's
is here. She is
right
here.
here.
That's right.
She's right here.
Wow.
I have her ashes in my little urn on her.
Can I see that? That is so beautiful. That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. So she with you.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, she with you. She with you.
Well, get
Wow.
checked, and
Yes.
but the chemicals in the military, the things that's what the VA have found that was a contributing factor to her being diagnosed with cancer.
Mm-hmm. So it's not hereditary.
No, it was not hereditary for her,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
not at all.
Wow, that's just something else. Something else. Well, tell us like more like has she came back to visit you in your dreams?
Oh God, yeah, man, listen.
And we've been talking.
Listen. Don't you do that?
Ooh.
I'm not, baby.
Y'all
Ain't
be,
one for you.
y'all be holding a conversation?
Well, I live a very active life. I'm still out there. She would be disappointed in me if I stayed in a cave and just rolled over and died.
Isn't that something?
But she's always had that gift of discernment, and she called it, baby, I don't like them. I don't like the way they move. I don't even like the way they smell.
Ooh.
Something about them.
Ooh.
And I've learned. She said that she don't like them. All right, I'm gonna listen.
Right.
I'm hard-headed some days. I was hard-headed at first. I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway, because I hear you saw it, but I'm going this way. And you were right, baby.
Right. Right.
He didn't have to go back and say, you were right.
So she, I'm sure she would want you to be happy.
Oh, yes. Yeah, matter of fact, on her way out, she was talking. She couldn't talk much at her last days. She was very just on her way out, and she like, I love you.
Oh,
Let me go. Go be happy.
wow.
I'm not.
Yeah. You handled that very well, David. You handled.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. We ain't gonna do that.
Okay, you handled that very well. You handled that very well.
I just stuck to my vows.
You did till the end.
They say till death did we part, and
Yes,
I wasn't letting her go. That was probably when I've jumped on an airplane just because I've been on rough marches that you be like, how far we going?
Yes.
50 miles. Why? Just go.
Just go.
I've done a lot of things, but that was the hardest thing I think I've ever done in my life.
I know. That ain't no joke.
I have to let her go.
That's right. That's right. You had to set her free. Lord have mercy, Jesus. So, David, oof, oof. I mean, my hands go off to you. You were a trooper.
Thank you.
You were a trooper. I mean,
I stuck by it.
yes, you did.
And,
Yes, you did. Yes,
she
you
was
did.
my everything.
Yes,
That
she
was my
was.
warrior queen.
I know she was. Such
She's
a
sweet. She's a
lady.
sweetheart, but Lord mercy,
Ooh.
don't cross her. Don't do it.
No.
Mm-mm.
I know.
And you can tell the kids, she be yelling at the kids, and they looking at me and saying, oh, I'm going to go clean the cars. Vroom. Come on. Y'all got to deal with this. Y'all started it.
Well, David, you hold that thought. You hold that thought because I know he got a lot to say. Y'all hold tight. We're going to be right back.
All right.
Rockin' with Robin, rockin' with Robin, rockin' with Robin.
Venue Space of Atlanta. Arlo is your genie to finding the perfect venue for your special event. Whether you're looking for a mansion or Airbnb or a quaint space, Arlo is your connection. Contact Arlo on Facebook group at Venue Space of Atlanta and let your wish be her command.
You have a toothache but no insurance? No problem. Queen Care Service is the perfect solution for the uninsured or underinsured. Go to queencare.savewithdiscounthealthcare.com to get your affordable discount membership and give your teeth the care it deserves.
Welcome back. This is Rockin with Robin, and I'm Robin, and I'm here this evening with my special guest, David Price.
Hey.
All right, David. So I know before we took pause, you were talking about that wonderful wife and the good times that you had and the memories and all that good stuff. So what was her name?
Adrian.
Adrian.
Adrian R.
R.
She don't like nobody know her middle name, so it's just R. She hadn't legally changed to just R.
Do you have Adrian tattooed on your body?
No, I don't have her name tattooed on my body, but I did tattoo something memorable that's just shared between she and me.
Show me that a long time ago, back in the summertime.
Yeah.
It was
15.
It was somewhere.
It's on my chest.
It's on your chest. That's
Right
right.
above my heart.
That's your heart. That's your heart. That's your heart.
Mhm.
So, Dave, we're gonna jump into how did you get started in photography?
Well, I got my very first camera for Christmas, 1980.
2019.
Yeah, I started taking pictures. You know, my brother was in the Air Force, and he figured, you know, my brother might like this. And I got a camera, and 35 millimeter Yashica FX3. Never forget it.
Okay.
I'm running around the neighborhood just taking pictures, wasting the film, didn't know what I was doing. And this old guy saw me, he's like, "Come here, son." I'm like, "Oh, damn, I've been with this man's lawn or something." What?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He was a Vietnam War correspondent photographer.
Wow.
And he's like, "I see you got that camera.
Yes.
I need to talk to your mama." So he went and talked to my mom, and you know, my mom allowed him to mentor and teach me.
Isn't that something like back in the day where neighbors would come to your mother first?
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I mean, now they're just so disrespectful. They just go straight to the joke. They beat you.
No, but yeah, Mr. Edward, and he showed me how to use a camera and all the settings and everything, and started my life with photography. Then, you know, as a photographer back then, my mom was like, "Baby, I can't be." We were poor. We were poor. I got 5 brothers and 4 sisters.
Wow.
We were poor.
Yo, Popo.
Po.
Okay, all right.
And, you know, my mom couldn't afford to develop my film.
Right,
So I go around cutting people's grass. You know, can I take your trash out, move it up front corner, take it back so I can make some money so I can develop my film.
Right.
So I was doing that for the longest time. And then when I joined the Army, I bumped into an old gentleman. And he was we have what they call photography studios on base.
Right.
And it turns out he was a war correspondent during World War II.
Damn, you going way back now.
Yeah, he was an older German guy, and he and I became great friends. And he taught me all the stuff in developing my own film and everything in the dark room. So after I learned that, I'm like, I'm not spending money to send it in. I do it myself.
Oh boy. So David, tell me, what is the most worst photo shoot you did? Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable?
Yes.
Well, it takes a lot to make me uncomfortable first and foremost, because I ain't scared much of nothing.
No, you ain't.
I've done snake pictures, I've done dog pictures, I do underwater photography, and I did a young lady for her 50th birthday.
Yes.
She had a 50 Shades of Grey birthday party.
Well, that was a 50 Shades of Grey birthday.
Don't play with me. You know what 50 Shades of Grey was. You've seen the movie. You probably read the books. You know, like Juicy Juice and still going on. So that night, I was like, click. Oh my Jesus. Oh. Click.
Whew. Was you scared?
No, I wasn't scared. I was getting warm up in here.
Was your camera eye when they walked? They were.
I was trying to be delicate. Okay, I'm gonna give me a Newport. Y'all wrapping this up? No, we still, and it was 2 couples.
Oh,
Started with a party, a house party. Everybody's dressed in sexy lingerie, lingerie, or whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
Lingerie.
yes.
So that was the nice part about it. But after party, after midnight, that's when the freaky stuff started.
Blue light in the basement.
Baby.
Ooh,
They had that red light special going on for them.
Ooh, and you got all of it, huh?
Then I still communicate with her, and she has it's a 40 by 65 print of all 4 of them intertwined, and I had made it black and white, and I did some things to it, and it's a really lovely photo.
Yeah.
And it looked like art, and she has it above her bed in her room.
Don't you have a art out there with you in a different type of way?
Why are we talking about that? I'm trying to go.
Well, you talking.
Bring up
You
with
were
stuff.
you were talking about doing that, but don't you have some floating around out there back in the day when you were?
I'm still little fit now. Don't get it twisted, player. But yeah, you know, back in my youth.
Where that picture at?
You can find it online. If you're steadfast, and you can go ahead and look it up, be steadfast with it, and you'll find me out there with some less clothes than this.
Do you hear this? Do y'all hear
Mama,
this?
I ain't had no. I was doing laundry that day, Mama, and I figured I played with my camera, so that's why that happened like that, Mama.
But you wouldn't believe that. I mean, that pose you got out there. I mean,
You know, I was just goofing around, and you know, actually, what happened was how this true story, how that shot came about. The young lady, I was single at the time, and the young lady I was dating, she was into fitness too. She like, man, I love your body, and blah blah blah. Said, can we go here and take some pictures of you? I'm like, well, let's do it so that they don't know who it's us.
right.
So we did some tasteful artistic news is what they're called, and I put it on Facebook. But back then, Facebook was Wild Wild West. So y'all know the starting point now. Facebook and Instagram.
So you put it on Facebook.
I ain't
I
scared.
mean, you got all the hits, didn't you?
My mama
Ooh.
is an evangelist.
Ooh.
She has a doctorate in theology.
Ooh. You got trouble?
I'm grown.
Did you have to fix the wall?
I'm grown. She yelled. I said, it's my phone.
There you go.
I hung up and I called back and said, you ready to talk to me like I'm an adult?
Oh, like
She's like, I forgot. You are David. You're the special child.
Darn. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
They've done a little wild stuff.
I'm freaky with the camera. I ain't mad at
And
you.
listen, I ain't scared to be in front of or behind the camera. Whatever you need me to do. I told this one client, you need me to swing from a chandelier to get that perfect shot, I'm gonna get that shot.
Right. So, like, when you have models in front of you, do you help them pose or?
Well, there are different levels of models.
Mhm.
You know, I've dealt with those that are extremely experienced and they practice. They go home, they know what they're gonna do, how they're gonna look, what face they practice.
Mhm.
And there are those that I have to,
Coach them a bit?
just a little bit. Okay, give me a little bit of this and give them a direction and they'll run with it.
Right.
Then there are those I have to say, okay, I need you to turn here, do this, face up, chin there,
Yes.
So, you know, those, I call them starters, from
Right.
starters to,
Right.
New York Fashion Week runway models.
Yes.
I have Robert on the gamut.
Yes. You know what kills me is that, like, when you go to an event and everybody taking pictures with their camera, plus they got that filter on it. How do you feel about that? I mean, you guys are hired to take photos, but then everybody got their cameras, you know?
Well, as long as they're not in my way,
Uh-huh.
I do weddings also, and
Yes.
I make sure I tell the bride and the groom, this is your day.
Right.
You've hired me to capture your day.
Right.
Tell everybody sit down and enjoy your day.
Right.
Or so if y'all want me to be that mean guy, I will. I don't mind.
Right.
See, I have this bad habit. I got hands.
Yeah, you do.
I like.
It's very vocal.
I don't mind fighting.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
I was in the army for 25 years. I don't mind fighting.
And you're very vocal, so you can tell about. But I mean, can it be kind of annoying sometimes?
Yes.
I mean, like, if you so you have a couple standing right there, you getting ready to focus, and you're trying to shoot them, and here comes the cell phones.
Yes.
Do you tell them to move out the way?
I tell them after me, you can get your shot.
Oh, shucks, man.
Because I'm the one that's hired. You're not.
Right.
So they expect me to perform greatness.
Yes.
But I can't perform greatness with your cell phone. Now, I have done a couple shots where just to get the crowd into it, and I explain to them, I have everybody get their cell phone. Everybody at the same time, I take a picture of their cell phone, taking pictures of them.
Right.
And I say, now y'all get out of my way,
Yeah.
please, and let me do my job, and y'all can get a shot after I take them a shot.
Right.
I find that's, if you allow them an opportunity after you've gotten the shot that you set up, then y'all go ahead.
Right.
Cell phones are nice, but they can't do what I do.
No. You are the best, though. I'm telling you.
You are
the best. You are the best. So, are you ready to take your photography to another level?
Actually, my wife wanted me to open up my own studio.
Yes.
And this and that and that and this. And now that she's not here, I really don't.
She's here.
No, she's not physically here any longer.
Okay.
But she's still here with me in spirit all day, every day.
Yes, she is.
But what I do not want is for this to turn into work.
Right.
I want it to stay fun.
Right.
And having to run a studio, to constantly have to go find clients. Right now, my clientele base is maybe once every 2 weeks, sometimes 2 a week. So, it's at a nice pace where I'm not overly stressed about making it happen.
What you stressed about?
I don't. That's why I I don't want to say I don't want to move on to the next level, but that's one of the hindrances for me to move up to the next level because this turns into work
Right.
instead of fun.
Right.
Right now, I'm still having fun.
Right. Right.
I'd go traveling.
I want you to hold on a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I got another question for you.
Come on.
We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back. This is Rockin' with Robin, and we'll be right back with you.
Rockin' with Robin, rockin' with Robin, rockin' with Robin.
She gave him her heart. He gave her his pain. Caronda Hines shares with the world of the price she paid in the name of love in Volume 3 of the all-female collaboration book series, A Love Story. Get your copy now at carondahines.com.
If you would like to be a guest on Rockin' with Robin or become a sponsor, email rockinwithrobin2@gmail.com. Welcome back to Rockin' with Robin, and I'm Robin. I'm here today with my guest, David Price. Ooh.
Hey.
All right, David. Before we took a break, I think we left off with one more question that I was getting ready to ask you about is that where do you see yourself in the next 2 to 3 years? Do you see yourself shooting a film, writing a book? Like, where we going?
Well, in actuality, I do have plans to turn my wife's life into a movie. It's just been very difficult. You know, I've been talking to some people about getting that done, but turning Adrian's life into a movie. She was molested as a child.
Wow.
She went through sexual trauma in the Army, and it was hard for her to trust men.
Yes.
Her first husband, you know, he was a jackass. I really wish I should have busted his head when I had the chance when I knew him.
I know.
But it is what it is. And then she came back into my life, and she's like, I don't know if I can trust you. I'm like, well, I'm going to put my trust in you, so I'm hoping you do the same. It was hard.
Wow.
It was hard.
Now, you know a lot of women. Who would you like to play Adrian?
Oh, that's a tough one.
What?
I don't know who. At different stages of her
I mean,
life.
you met a lot of women in your life. I mean, do you want to choose the woman to play that part, or you just?
I'd rather have someone that knows her, you know, because she has a lot of sisters in the industry that love her.
Right.
I'd rather them select than if I select, they're like, oh, he got a question.
Oh yeah.
No.
But you would prefer that the panel to pick that right person. Wow, that's gonna be a tough one.
That's gonna be a tough sale.
But she was a beautiful lady.
She's gorgeous.
And yes, she was.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she was, and she had a backbone.
She had a donk. My baby was fine. She's thick in these streets. I'm playing with this. I used to love when she'd be up there modeling, and all them guys in the hoop and house. Like, when I get home.
Hey, you stupid down boy, you so silly. You so. All right,
Keep me G-rated.
Okay. So you said basically you would like to do a movie about
yeah, that's what it works.
Yes.
I have found her journals that she was writing at the later stages of her life and chronicling what happened and how it happened and
wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tearjerker, but it's also gonna be very powerful and inspirational because she founded No More Hurt Kids was a foundation because she survived sexual trauma as a child.
Yes.
That was her thing. No more hurt kids. And I'd wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, whatever. She's over on the phone. I'm like, I don't trip. Because I hear the conversation. I'm not stupid. I'm like, oh, she's mentoring someone right now. And people have called her from all over the world from different area codes. I'm like, yeah.
Wow.
Go ahead, have your business, baby. Don't go back to sleep.
Now, what you want to do again?
What?
Get married again.
Ooh. I'm not gonna say no.
Ooh.
But I'm not gonna say I'm out there actively looking either. So if she pops up in my life, hey.
So then
she got to break some stank.
Man, though, David, man.
You know, I have my own. You know,
you don't miss a beat. You don't miss a beat.
That's right.
So wow, so good. That's a great. I think that would be a good movie. I think that would be a good movie. So tell me, like, what kind of advice that you can give to like a rookie coming out here and trying to get into the film industry?
The film photography industry. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Everybody has a camera. Mm-hmm. Your best bet is to learn your gear. Mm-hmm. Take the time to practice. Michael Jordan didn't just show up and say, "Hey, coach, put me in." I'm Michael Jordan. Mm-hmm. He put them hours into practicing. Mm-hmm. Practice. And if you don't have a muse, call me. My number's 443. I'll come out there and help you out. That's one thing. my wife used to tell me all the time, David, you can't help everybody.
Yeah, you
because
do.
I try to give my opinion on, it's not really an opinion. It's,
Yes.
I went to photography school and my instructor was like, why are you here?
Right.
You're
Right.
more advanced than anything. You probably outdo me. Let me see your
Yes.
portfolio. And I showed him
Right.
my portfolio. He was like, here's your A.
Right.
Don't come back.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm like, but I need a degree. He's like, for what? Are you going to teach this?
Right.
I'm like, well, I do teach. He said, are you going to go to an institution and teach it? I'm
Right.
like, no. Then you don't need a degree.
Right.
You already know how to do this.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then, went through my history of who my mentors were. He's like,
Yes.
man, go out there and make your money. You wasting my time and yours. And you're disrupting my class with your questions.
You already had the game.
I was very disruptive. I asked questions that that's in the next chapter or that's in the later chapter. Can we talk outside in the hallway?
And just roll
I've
it.
been doing this since I was 10. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. So, Dave, I know we're going to talk off the records. Tell me, I know it's been, I know you've been hearing a lot about it. What's going on with Shannon Sharp? What is your opinion
Ooh.
about it? I
Well,
just had to throw that out there. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
because I know
see.
you be out there and, you be with the camera and you've seen a lot. Come on, tell
I
us.
remember the first time I saw somebody said, what's going on with Shannon Sharp on Facebook and
Yes.
talking about that red pill.
Uh-huh.
It's not a blue pill no more, it's a red pill.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Listen.
Listen.
Listen. And he's talking about how he put the beat down on the good goods. I'm like, well, hey, that's what you're gonna do, that's what you're gonna that's what you need, that's what you need.
Damn, we're going.
But what you need to do at our age, Shannon,
Yes.
I ain't nobody's mama no daddy. So I can only state my opinion. If you like it, hey. If you don't like it, hey.
Right.
Find you a chick that understands the signs of a stroke. These young girls out there be like, what's wrong with him? Why your face drooping? Well, I guess I put it on him good. No, girl, he's having a stroke. You need to call somebody. That man's about to die on you. Oh, he's having a heart attack. See, you gotta ask them questions. They don't know. They're not looking for nobody to have a heart attack at that age.
How old are you when you had your player cards up?
I don't like that term player
Mm.
because, I'm very, I'll tell you, hey, listen, this is your option. This is what I'm going to be doing. Can you deal with it?
Right.
And people looking at me like, because if I take your choice from you,
Yes.
that's when you end up with busted headlights,
Right.
knocked out windows,
Right.
flat tire. So you let them know, hey, listen, I'm going to be seeing other people. You're in my pool.
Right.
Do you want to play in my pool or no?
Right.
If you don't, this is young David. This ain't David today. This is young David. If they don't want to get down with that, that's fine.
Right.
Slide your ass out the way.
There you go.
Come here, girl. How you doing?
There you
You're there,
go.
Robin.
Right.
Watching you, Robin. So this is what's going on.
Right.
And you don't take their choice from you. If they have that choice,
Yes.
they're going, you know what? I'm going to see what that brother working with. He might got a little something going on. He got people waiting in line. Hold on, girl. Back up. I'm still doing my interview. Let me talk to her. It's an interview.
Right. Right. So do you think because she was Caucasian, that really?
Well, I don't know if that had anything to do with it because
Right.
I've been around the world. I've dated women from Africa, Cameroon, from Algeria, from France, Germany, Korean. Well, not Korean. They were scared of us.
Right.
But I've been in Philippines, Hawaiian, and a woman is a woman.
Right.
Now, if they were raised well,
Yes.
makes a difference.
Yes.
Because I've dated a plethora of different women from different nationalities, and
They all taste the same.
all taste the same, taste just like chicken. My dad used to tell me, you can bring home a purple chicken. I don't care. As long as she treats you right, I'm good with it, son. My mom's a Star Trek fan, so James T. Kirk.
Right.
That boy was slinging meat all over the galaxy.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord Jesus. So do you think maybe it was because of her age, which has a lot to do with it?
Maturity. If she's mature, she's not going to be out there. Yeah, no.
So you think if you got like a 30, 40-year-old, she wouldn't be acting like this?
Me personally,
Yes, sir.
if she ain't 45, I don't even give it. Now, 45 to 60 is that's my
That's your
age
cat?
bracket right now.
That's your cat?
Because I got some of them, there's 70-year-olds out there in Atlanta, these Atlanta streets, boy, they rough. They be in the gym grinding it out, looking good. I'm like, hey, what is 70?
You don't know what you eat no more, huh? If we in that gym, working out.
I ain't gonna drop no names, but I know a couple 70-year-olds. I was like, 70, huh?
Wow.
I'm 54. You got children my age. Yeah, I'm 55.
Oh, shut now.
You got children my age, girl.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't playing with you.
But I think a lot of women being more cautious now. They working on everything.
They working. Y'all,
They-
women out there winning. Y'all
Yes.
out there doing it. Well, While men, they get older, they let themselves go.
Yeah, y'all do.
I be damned.
Yeah, y'all do.
I'm not the man of granted because
Right.
I retired from the Army 11 years ago.
Okay.
And after 25 years of working out every day, twice and 3 times a day, I gave myself a break.
Right.
Starting back up, it's been difficult. I should have never stopped.
Right. Right.
But I'm back on my grind.
It's hard out here. I mean,
There's so much pee in the pool. It's ridiculous.
it's just terrible. They're trying to find somebody like in your age bracket. It's like kind of hard. So we're jumping down to like, I mean, I see a lot of them now dating like 30s, 40s right now because they can't find anybody their age.
I have children in their 30s. So therefore, I'm not going to be dating nobody in their 30s.
I mean, I'm talking about on my
on your side of
on my side.
Oh yeah, I'm not that's what you want. He needs to know the signs of a stroke, signs of a heart attack, just in case. I ain't putting nothing on you, but just in.
You stupid. So you saying basically your age bracket is 45? You ain't going to 45?
If it's below 45, I'd have to think real hard. She got to have her stuff together.
Damn. So what kind of show are you looking for?
I'm not looking.
Okay, so you want to show you to find you?
No, it has to be just something organic. Because like, oh, wait a minute, look at that smile. Okay.
But you be behind that camera all day,
And you know what's funny? Back to Adrian, that's how she got into the modeling industry.
Right.
Because we were married and everything, and she'd be like, "Oh, these bees in your face, baby. That's my job."
Yes.
So I need to do my job. But you know what? Just so you can see what's going on. Come out here and join us.
So she jumped behind the camera.
No, she got in front of the camera and got to do the modeling.
Okay, that's the best model you have ever had.
That was my muse. 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, baby, wake up! I got an idea.
It's just pose for you.
She pose. She come down the studio and pose for me.
That's true love.
That's me.
I mean, I get about the bed too. With the camera rolling. So, David, tell everybody like where they can reach you, where they can find you.
Well, you can find me at pricelessphotosaTL@gmail.com. You can email me priceless photos spelled out priceless photos with an O and an S ATL @gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram pricelessphotos_. You can find me on Facebook, David Price. If you search Priceless Photos, a family affair, because I have 3 kids that are into arts.
Wow.
So yeah, we are, and one son he wanted to be an actor, but now he's a fireman. So he's thinking about getting back into acting though. So
yes.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And
so someone following your footsteps.
My son has exceeded anything and everything I wanted. There's only one man on this planet that wants you to be better than them. That's your dad.
That's your dad.
That's your dad. And I'm so proud of him.
Wow.
Proud of all my children, but he's doing exactly what he's wanted to do, and he's doing it well.
And I'm proud of you. Healing process, you're looking good.
I ain't healed, but I'm working on it.
And you're working on it. And God is good. And you got good people in your circle.
Hey, I got a family, I got a village, and I'm very happy to have all the care and attention. They have helped me out a lot because I don't know if I would have made it because I was going to disappear on y'all.
Where you going?
I was going to
find you. Where
I was going to go. Me and my dogs.
Yeah. I would have found you.
No.
Hey, where you at?
We'd be in Montana, Alaska, or something.
Yes.
Get in my car and go.
Yes. Well, sometimes you got to take a break and take a step back.
That's why I go to the beach.
Go to the beach and and talk to your loved one.
I do.
That's right.
I love y'all.
I know you love me too, David.
I love y'all. I love my loved ones.
Well, David, I enjoy. I'm sweet.
Whatever.
I'm cute too. Thank you very much. I try. David, thank you so much for coming out here and giving me support. You've been supporting me for the past 5 years?
Yeah, since the day I met you, I told you gonna do this. And
Where met you at?
We were at the pre-Grammys.
That's right, the pre-Grammys. We sure was. And we've been friends ever since.
We've been rocking with Robin. Hey.
Look at God. Well, guys, we had a wonderful show, and I want you guys to stay tuned for next week. It's going to be wonderful. I'm going to have some special guests on my show. Thank you very much for spending some time with me. It's David Price. Hey, guys, y'all have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.
Rockin' with Robin. Rockin' with Robin. It's your girl. It's your girl. Keeping you up with the world. Always with a smile. Walking in her own style. Having convo with some interesting folks. So come hang out with your favorite host. Rockin' with Robin, rockin' with Robin, rockin' with Robin, rockin' with Robin.
Been watching Rockin' with Robin.
Rocking with Robin.
All righty.